Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be an Oracle unboxing, or, well, I don't want to say flip through because I'm not going to go through the entire deck, but I just wanted to show, and maybe I will. We'll see what happens. But I wanted to show the Blessed Bee Oracle deck by Lucy Cavendish, and I pre-ordered this. So I've had it for a while and I've not opened it yet. And I thought, well, why not do an unboxing? Love unboxings. I love Oracle deck unboxings and tarot deck unboxings. And I've noticed that lately, those are the kind of videos I've been watching. And it's kind of started up my, I don't know what to call it, my tarot habit, Oracle habit. Just that I'm buying a lot of them again, and I really need to stop. But I I like to share the decks too. So and I'm probably gonna actually start doing some walkthroughs or flip throughs of some of the decks that I have. There are some that I really don't see as many videos on as some other decks, more popular decks, I guess. I don't know if because they're older decks, they are out of print, some of them, or they're just not talked about as much. I have found videos on them, but nowhere near to the extent of some other decks, you know? So I think I'm gonna start doing that as well to show out there more of most of the decks I have are mass produced decks, and they are decks that do have a lot of videos out there on, but there are some that I have that I notice I really don't see them. I think I have one up like the DC, the Justice League Tarot. I did not see a whole lot of videos on there, out there about that deck, and it is now out of print. And I did do a video on it, if I'm not mistaken. So if you want to see that, feel free to to search for that. But yeah, there's just some that I I would hope that there were more videos on. But so I'm thinking of doing that to share. But so let's start with well, here's the book, the guidebook. It's like um you get a phrase. I don't want to say a quote. Well, you have the phrase that will be on the card, and then there's like a, I don't want to call it a quote, but if you can see like underneath, there's like a phrase in italics. I guess kind of like a synopsis of the card, and then you have the card meaning. Just saw something. Find it now. Oh wow. Oh, I can't find it. Anyway, so you have the card meanings in here. A picture of the card. They are in black and white, the pictures in the book. You do get spreads, spread ideas. You have the, oh, I have a page that was not cut right. Look at that. Look at that. It was folded up, which I have a thing with folded pages. Bothers me, but I can't straighten it because it's not cut right. Look at that. So I can't straighten that. It'll have to be folded. Anyways, so it does talk about reversals. Some of the spreads that you get are a 3-card reading, a triad of blessings it's called. And you get an elemental blessing reading, phases of the moon spread. That sounds interesting. And then it talks about caring for your cards. You also get, what was it? It talks about one card reading as well. And when you're shuffling, you know, you get those cards that just pop out. Hi, you want to pick me? You know, those cards. It talks about that too. You do get some information on the deck. The kids are cleaning. I hear more noise than cleaning. So here's what the back of the cards look like. And, you know, I've said in past videos, I have smaller hands. So nope, I won't be able to do that kind of shuffle. I'll be able to do hand over hand or like the, you know, shuffling like this. But it is what it is. There are different color borders, and it looks to me almost like maybe they're all individual colors or shade variants, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to look through the book on that one, but so here's what the cards look like. And I just love this artwork. Absolutely love it. Does it say who the artist is? I'm sure it does, but I won't waste time looking through it. I think I will show all the cards because there's not a lot. There are 46 cards in this deck, and they're just gorgeous. Gorgeous cards. The borders, I do like these borders. I most likely would not trim this deck. This would be the kind of deck that I would trim because of the size. And trimming it would make it easier for me to shuffle. But I don't mind these borders at all. They're not obtrusive. I like the Celtic scroll knot. Oh, this one has the Triskalia on a rock back there and an owl, which I love owls. Absolutely love owls. I find this artwork just very beautiful. The colors are gorgeous, and the borders very much correspond with the card. So I don't, there, I mean, it's so cute. So I probably would not edge this one simply because I wouldn't know how to edge it because there's so many colored borders and there seem to be like variants. Like I don't think any one is the same exact color. Like if you can see what I mean here by that, you know, they're not the same exact color. They're all just shades of. And I find that interesting. This does not bother me in the least, especially because, like I said, the borders seem to fit with the picture. They seem to just enhance, I feel like it enhances the picture. And so this isn't a deck I would trim, though many would, and you could. It's not going to be a significant trim, but even like size-wise for my hands, a little bit can help. You know, the borders are pretty thin. Well, it's a double border actually. So you have this outer one, and then you have the inner one that, and then like the scroll, not the scroll work. You could probably, well, definitely you could trim the outer border. The inner one might be more difficult because of the scroll here. So I don't know, but you probably could and just round off those edges. But I like these borders. I like these color borders, and they to me just enhance the pictures. This is just a gorgeous deck. I just love it. The messages I think are very good. They're great messages, a blessing for the right words, a blessing on a resolution. And she does look very resolute, very resolved that, you know, whatever her task is, a blessing to heal a relationship, blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. And that is so true. There are things in our lives that are struggles. They're like battles that we cannot avoid. We need to work through them. And that's a great card, a great message to remind you not to walk away from things that are difficult. And I love that. I don't know if I'll include this in my self-love readings. I would have to, and I mean, maybe I think it probably would work, but I would like to see more about this deck, read up more on it, but I think it might work. A blessing for unity where once there was division. Definitely or not just self love, but self improvement. I think this would be a great deck for self help in general, to working on yourself and relationships with others. I think this definitely would be a good deck for self help in general. It's just, I think it's great. I am going to start using this, probably not in my self love readings, but definitely I'm going to be using this on its own, if nothing else. That's the last card. Okay. We had a bit of a hiccup there. But yeah, I think it shuffles nicely. If you have larger hands and can do the regular, the regular shuffle, which let's give it a try. It's always hard for me. Oh yeah, see, these are real bendy. See, that's real bendy. I feel like, because of how bendy these are, I feel like shuffling that way could eventually cause damage right here, in the middle where it's bending a lot. So I probably would just stick to the hand over hand for this deck. Even if I could shuffle the other way, I think I would just stick to hand over hand for this one. But it is a gorgeous deck, and I cannot wait to really work and delve into this. Matter of fact, I'm going to read this. I'm going to read this guidebook like right now. So that's it. So thank you for watching, and blessed.